Hello and welcome to Edinburgh Watch Company. My name is Jonathan, and on today's video I'm going to talk to you about and show you a really pristine example of the classic Rolex Datejust 2 that we've recently taken in stock. Now you can see this watch along with all of our latest collection by visiting our website at edinburghwatchcompany.co.uk, and there you'll see some photographs, technical specification, pricing, but of course if there's anything else you'd like to know, then please just give me a call directly. This example we bought directly from the original owner. I think it's been worn probably about 5 times. It's in absolutely lovely condition. We haven't had to polish it or anything, and it's almost near to new. Like all of our watches here at Edinburgh Watch Company, we love provenance, so this is no exception to that. You have the outer box here, this lovely green Rolex wave box. You have the Rolex warranty. Its papers are dated December 2017, so taking you up to December 2022. You've got both the hang tags, we've got the instruction manual, just everything. So the Datejust 2 was a model that Rolex brought out, obviously following fashion. What do the customers want? Well, they were wanting bigger watches, and the Datejust historically and currently only went up to a 36mm. So the 41mm was their foray into that larger watch, and it was a really, really good seller. It's now discontinued, and the Datejust 41 is the replacement of this Datejust 2. Having compared the two with each other, when the Datejust 41 came out, it's actually slimmer and lighter than the Datejust 2. It has a new movement in it, with a longer power reserve, so there's some pros and cons. I think this would very much appeal to someone that wants something slightly more substantial feeling, yet the same sort of footprint as the newer model. And I think they're quite collectible, you know, because they weren't actually out for that long, but it's a lovely looking watch. This particular example, as you can see, with a white dial there, it's a very, very crisp watch that I think is quite understated in a way. I think it's a watch that will go with any outfit, you know, whether it's for sport or whether it's for wearing with a suit or maybe dinner suit or whatever. And you'll see here, it's fitted on the Oyster bracelet as well. So I think that gives that combination of elegance and sport together, which I think they do so well. And not dissimilar look to the Sky Dweller, but substantially less expensive. Anyhow, let's go and have a slightly closer look. So from a distance, easily recognizable. The Datejust as a model has been in Rolex's range for many, many years now. Very, very popular and a great seller for them. You can see why. It's such an attractive watch. It's a watch that you can wear for anything. You can go swimming with it. This will take you down to 100 meters. You know, it doesn't jump off the wrist too much. It's quite, I think, quite a subtle look to it, but it's sort of quite understated elegance in a way. So you have here the sapphire crystal on it. Again, that's quite scratch resistant there. You have the magnification there over the date window. This is that classic Rolex look, you know, with this fluted bezel here, manufactured in solid white gold. The hour markers on this one here are what we call the index or the baton markers here. They actually have a very strong luminous coating as well, just making this very easy for you to tell the time at night. That's also continued onto the hands as well as they move around, so again making it easy. But aside from that, the dial is very uncluttered. You've got the Rolex logo at the top and the Rolex branding. It then talks about the chronometer. So as a chronometer, this watch is, say, December 17. This should be performing to within about plus or minus 2 seconds per day. So again, very, very accurate for an automatic watch, and you know, quite a decent power reserve on it too. Looking at sort of side profile here, the watch is made out of 904L grade stainless steel, and that's all manufactured in-house. And you have a sort of two different looks to the watch. You have a sort of a polished look here, which you can see on the side. Same on this side here. The crown here, this actually screws into the side of the case there just to ensure it's waterproof. But as you go on to the bracelet here, then it is satinized here on the outside edge, but in the middle is what we call the polished center links there. So it gives you that sporty yet elegant look, and actually polished on the side here too. As we go down to the actual clasp itself, it just has a light pull there, and this opens it up, and you can see it's solid steel there, so really, really strong. But what they have on this bracelet here, which is quite common with many of the Oyster bracelets on the more modern watches now, is what we call the Easylink function. This is a very, very clever idea that I think came out around about 2007 when they introduced the GMT Master. And what it allows you to do is very easily adjust the size of the bracelet just to make it more comfortable for you. So typically, you know, we'd set the bracelet up for you for a typical day, but when it gets very, very hot and you feel it's a bit tight on your wrist, then all you have to do is just gently pull the bracelet away from the clasp, gives you an extra half link. And then at the end of the day, if it's a bit cooler and it's a bit, you know, a bit too loose on your wrist, then you just clip it back inside. So very, very easy adjustment to make for you. But just looking at it now, an absolutely timeless design, very, very easy to read. Now my wrist size is about an 8-inch wrist, so quite a large wrist, so it's absolutely perfect for me. I tend to wear about a 41 mil size watch, but you know, even just looking at it here, very, very easy to read and just a really, really attractive design. Yeah, I think a really good all-rounder. So there we are. That brings us to the end of today's review on the Datejust 2 41 mil. All complete here with all box and papers. This is just one of the watches we've reviewed over the last few years. I think there's over 450 videos now, and of course there'll be loads more to come too. So if you enjoy watching your reviews, or maybe you're perhaps looking for a watch that perhaps is something we've actually videoed in the past, it's well worth looking back through our sort of YouTube library. There could be something we've done there in the past that will just help you get a better look at a watch you're considering buying. We're also on Instagram and Facebook too, so why not go and check us out there. Anyhow, thanks for watching. If you'd like to be notified of all the latest ones on YouTube, just click there. That'll subscribe you to our channel. Take care. Bye-bye.